Hello Champagne Collective, and welcome to your second wine of your June collective. So there's this group of growers in the wine world, or according to the wine trade, that are really sought after and they're really obsessed with them. I would say like about a dozen of them. And some names that come to mind would be Jérôme Purvas or Cédric Bouchard, but also Raphael and Vincent Bérêche are definitely on that list. And I am so excited to bring you this bottle because this is a special allocation for our members only. So this is not a bottle that's going to go on the shelf. We got just enough for our club members, and this is our yearly allocation. So we're so excited to bring you this special bottle. And I know one of you snagged the 2020 Ambonnet from them this month as well, which is fantastic. And that's our Bérêche allocation. But I'm so excited to be able to bring you such a special sought after champagne. So this is Bérêche's Brut Reserve non-vintage. This is the entry into their style to showcase kind of how serious they can be, how complex these wines can be. Normally they do a lot of single bottling, vintage bottling, but this you really get an idea of what they do and how they do it. And also it kind of starts your obsession with Bérêche. I'm not gonna lie. This bottle will blow your mind for sure. So let's get right into it. So they were established in 1847 in the village of Ludes. So we were in Ludes just with our rosé, and they are literally, the houses are a minute's drive from each other on the same road. Again, you pass Bérêche and Forget-Bremont on your way from north to south in Champagne on the D9. I go there all the time, and I always see their domain, which is really cool. So we're talking about the same area, but with Forget-Bremont, they have holdings only in the Montagne de Reims, and now we're going to explore a wine that is pulling from the Montagne de Reims, yes, but also from the Vallée de la Marne. So they farm about 9 hectares, and their father was well known in the grower champagne movement, but really when Raphael and Vincent took over, that's when they completely revolutionized, and really it's become had a cult following. So what they're unique for is the fact that they have organic practices. They also have their first fermentation in neutral oak barrels, so not to put oak flavoring into their wine, but more for texture. And they also do extended cork aging. So instead of using crown cap in the second fermentation, they use cork. So maybe you might not know, but during the second fermentation, so that's where the bubbles are created for champagne, the majority of champagne put crown caps, so like beer bottle caps, to close the fermentation. And this is because the crown cap is, it doesn't let any oxygen in. But for those who do the cork closure, it's very stable. It lets a teeny tiny amount of oxygen in, but on a very stable level. And honestly, it's a very unique, you should be able to smell and taste kind of a difference in your champagne with the cork closure. And, but one thing about it is it's very labor intensive. So where you have the crown cap, when you are just getting ready to put the final cork in, you can do that with a crown cap via machine. But when you have a cork in it, you still have to re-cork it, especially if you're adding dosage. So it's actually very labor intensive because all of that has to be done by hand. So every single one of their bottles then has to be disgorged by hand before each one is ready to go. So they do all of these practices to create 3 things: purity in their champagne, depth, which you'll definitely get, and also to let their terroir speak. So like I said, this is a true cult champagne. They're based in the Montagne de Reims. Lots of northern slopes as well, just like our last one, which is great for freshness now that there's climate change in Champagne, and lots of great energy. But this is also a very classic 3-grape assemblage. So this is 40% Pinot Noir, 30% Chardonnay, and 30% Meunier. And yeah, let's go ahead and give this one a try. Okay, so I immediately go to the nose, but we should probably talk about the color. So you can see on the color, this one has a little bit of a golden hue about it. And I would say the bubbles for this one are even more fine than the last one. I know that this has been aged on the lees for 30 plus months. Disgorgement was June 2025 for those who are curious. All right. Okay, so I immediately get like this toasty brioche note, white peach. I would get, I think, some orchard apple in here as well, some orange zest, and like a little bit of hazelnut. Still very fresh on the nose. Wow. So it gives you so much pleasure on the palate. It has such beautiful flavorings and mouthfeel. You're definitely getting this beautiful texture from the oak fermentation, but you're also getting this like brightness. So it still has this bright acidity. It's quite creamy and round, but the acidity is quite racy too. So it's very, like, my mouth is watering. And it has a really long and lingering finish of a little bit of fruit, a little bit of brioche, and then it has a little bit of minerality at that end, that salinity to it, which is, you know, your terroir speaking through that glass. So it's complex, it has depth, but it's also just really, really pleasurable and really beautiful. For this one, I think you could drink it as an aperitif. I think it would be really great with food. So I think rather than bringing it to the beach or the boat, I think this is more of an intellectual champagne that should be shared amongst friends. I think there's a conversation around this bottle for sure. I think food, it would just celebrate it. I would almost put like some fried chicken. You know what? I actually have had this bottle before alongside a chicken burger at Sacre Burger in Champagne, and it was pretty delicious pairing. So something along those lines, and of course look at Riley's recipe because it is also a really great pairing. But I think this one, bring this out in a little bit of a more special occasion. Also, I think this one you can keep in your cellar for a while. Even though it's a non-vintage champagne, it has so much depth and complexity, and the acidic backbone, I think it's perfect for some aging. So don't be afraid to put this in your cellar and forget about it. I know I have before when I've gotten these bottles. I have a few in my cellar that I actually have forgotten about and would be excited to try them in a few years. So I hope that you love this one as much as I do, and I'm really, really happy to bring it to you. So I really hope that you thoroughly enjoy this one, and cheers.